What's going on, good people? It's your boy Gaming Dad. Happy Monday to all my good people out there in YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter land. Some Facebook people out there. What's going on? Whew, man. I was pushing it today, man. Your boy had to work. I don't even get my glasses on. They somewhere around here, but I don't got time to find them, so I'm going without the glasses tonight. What's going on, good people? See my boy CMG popped up on there. See Geeky, AST, Steve M. We'll get to y'all comments in a minute. Don't forget, good people, if you have not found yourself a Discord home, hey, man, chime into your boys. If you got a Discord home, you know what? You need your little extra one. You know, this is that little extra bracket inside. Chime into your boys. I'm on Discord. All you got to do is go back to the beginning of the chat on YouTube, and you'll find that my Discord is right there. So let me go ahead and get some people on the board that's chimed in already. Shout out to last week's winner, 90s Misfits. All right. Geeky is on the board. I think AST might have beat you. It didn't pop up on my board, but I saw it on the YouTube. So shout out to AST. She said she was ready tonight. I'm glad you're ready. I'm glad you're here. It's a blessing. Geeky said, hey. I can see Geeky right now holding the baby say, hey. Your boy gave me dad, of course, said, don't forget, good people, to hit that like button. Hit the like button. They only had 2 likes when I started. I need at least 10. Hook your boy up. Steve M. said, thank you for your prayers. My grandmother was expected to pass yesterday when they removed her from her breathing tube, but she's still with us and out of ICU and hospice care. Man, listen, look at God. I'm telling you, man, power of prayer, man. You believe, man, when you believe, man. You can't, the Bible says, you know what, you must pray like you believe. It's those who doubt are like the wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wave. Don't want to be that person. So I'm so glad, man, that your grandma made it too. She got some more to do here on this earth. She ain't ready to go yet. God bless her. CMG, my guy, said, what's up, Gaming Dad? What's up, man? Had you made it back from your trip out there in Texas? Got to chat, got to see my good people, Geeky and them. I mean, listen, you done something I haven't done yet. I haven't met Geeky and them yet. But I'm going to, because I'm my peoples. CMG says, I'm chilling, working on a video. I wish I can chill and work on a video. Courtney, hey, Courtney, it's been a couple of weeks, Courtney. I've not seen you. But I seen you early, so I appreciate you. Courtney, get you on the board real quick. And Courtney's questions, he says, hi, Gaming Dad. How was your week? Last week was my first week of school, and it was okay. You know what? I can't talk about the kids in my class, but sometimes I do. But man, you know, I just need y'all prayer. I got one that, you know what? He need to be touched by Jesus. That's all I'm gonna say. But besides that, it was smooth sailing. Even though I had a meeting today and no one told me. I mean, okay, they told me about the meeting. Let me tell you when they told me. They sent it to me via email back on the 25th of July. And they was expecting me to remember today that there was a meeting. Oh yeah, I was late to that meeting. I got there right at the end and signed my name to say I attended. And it is what it is. Wasn't my fault. I'm not taking no blame for that. They should have sent out a reminder. Now the old director, she sent out a reminder. So that's what I'm used to. So if I don't get no reminder, I would not be in any meetings. I have concurred. Geeky said we got to meet up with CMG while he was in town. I know. I saw the pictures. I'm so glad, though. I'm glad. You can definitely tell CMG is from New York, though. He has that New York swag. All right. It says, Quake 311, what's going on, man? Get you on the board. Quake is in the building. Quake said, I too, holding baby. trying to make some stir fry. Listen, 90s, man. You know you won last week, man. What's going on? Yep, man, you won last week, my brother. I always tell people, make sure you go back and watch. So, man, send me a message, man, on Instagram or on Twitter, and just say, "Give me there where my money at," and then I'll send you your code. But 90s is back. Oh, you know what? I got 90s already won last week. I can't put him on the board twice. Quite 311. Vic, what's going on with you? Vic is on the board. Let me get Vic. All right, cool. My boy 90 says, "What up, gaming dad?" Right back at you, my brother. Quay 311 says, "Okay, I read that one already." And we get down here, my man Vic. Vic says, "Gaming dad, back at it again with another great stream. Are you looking forward to the THQ Nordics presentation at the end of the month? I am hoping for more remakes." I am looking forward. It's probably that. I know Ubisoft is coming up too, but yeah, definitely. When they first announced it, I was really hyped about that because they own so many different properties. So that air of mystery is in the air. So oh yeah, I don't know if I'll stream it. Depending on what time they broadcast. If they broadcast it after school, then your boy is gonna stream it. But if they don't, I guess I'll enjoy it like everybody else enjoyed it through Twitter. Quake says, "I've been playing Rayman Legends on that Stadia." Rayman Legends, man, is the truth. It's been the truth for a long time. It was the truth on the Vita. It was the truth on the Wii U. It was the truth. It was the truth on the Switch. That is a great game. Every time I see it, I'm like, parent. Sometimes parents somehow gravitate towards me when I'm in the Nintendo aisle at Walmart. They always do. And when they ask me that, what is a good game to get, I always point them to Rayman Legends. I said, "Oh, it's good and it's cheap." And they're like, "Oh, okay, thank you so much." Good people, I hope you don't hear the fan, man. But man, my little room, man, it was 94 today here in Georgia, and I spent extra time at my job today because I got one of them jobs, man. I'm out in the public, man, and I met this old couple. And they was out there watching their grandbaby, and they was talking about discipline. And listen, I love elderly people, man, 'cause they so funny. 'Cause their thought process on discipline is, at borderline slavery. But I agree with their tactics, though. I mean, my kid got some borderline slavery responses, but I didn't get to eat, man, because I was running my mouth and talking to them, and I always like listening and talking to older people. It's a fun experience, but this is all I got to eat. I don't drink milk. I drink almond milk. Vanilla almond milk is delicious, man. With some cookies. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to get my smack on. You got to give me one more cookie. Just one more. Delicious. I'm going to do that again. Just a little bit later. CMG says, I forgot you guys go back to school last week. Yep. Yeah, man. This is week 2 coming up, starting tomorrow. Really started today, but we only have kids 4 days a week. That's a beauty. That's a blessing. I know other school systems, they're like, "Oh man, we get them 5 days a week. We get them 4 days. We get them in, we get them out. You blink and it's Friday." That's what I like about it. I hope we don't never go back to 5 days. Never, ever, ever. Gee says, "I always go back and watch." That's right. You have to. If you don't go back and watch, you miss out. Gee said, "Did you see the article that I listed? This is the top 10 Steam Deck games. Stardew was on it. Laugh out loud. I thought it was funny because you made fun of me when I said it would be one of the first ones I play on the Steam Deck." Now, Geeky, have you got your order for your Steam Deck? let us know. You should have got it by now. Guerrilla Tactics, what's going on, man? I know you said something probably crazy. I mean, I'll read what you said in a second. But let me get you on the board. You know what, Guerrilla Tactics, man? You haven't won in a long time, man. I think your boy Mendez is slowly but surely making sure that he returned the favor. Guerrilla Tactics says, "Boo! This woman and her Steam Deck choices." That's funny. Speaking of questionable tactics, where's Grizz Good Tactics? Oh, there he is right there. Right his mouth. Vic says, "What up, everyone? My 3-year-old got further than me on the new Kirby game. Golly. Listen, that one hurts, doesn't it? You know what, man? Back when my oldest son was like 5 years old, man, we was playing NCAA football on a 360, man. And this joker, man, he was beating me. He was 5 years old. He was beating me, man. Listen, he kept somehow, man, the game kept allowing him to catch this bomb. He would just throw this bomb, and that bad boy would go like 60 yards, and he would catch it. He did it like 4 scores in a row. And then, you know, my son, he's so cute at the time. You know, he's so honest, and he's like, "Yo, don't worry, Dad. You'll win next time." I'm looking at him like, "You little son of a." Kids, you gotta love them. Let's see. He says, Geeky says, not until October. Said, ooh, December, unless I get lucky. You should, because, you know, I read an article this past week, really last week, when it was talking about how everyone that ordered a Steam Deck is guaranteed to get one this year. So I'm assuming that it's revving up. So don't worry, I have faith. Well, what's going to happen is I can't wait to see when you do that video on TikTok. It's going to explode, because I bet you a lot of your followers is probably like, "What is that?" They're going to be totally thrown off guard. And boy, Steam Deck going to make a lot of money off Geeky. Let's see. What's going on, Dave, man? Welcome back, man. It's been a minute, man. I know you've been busy. I'm glad you chimed in this evening. Dave Williams in the building. He said hello. Vic says, "I'll let my wife beat me in video games, but when it comes to my kids, I crush their spirits." On that note, I think that's funny enough for another cookie. When you hungry and all you got to eat is cookies, it be the best. Basil YT, what's going on, my guy? I was watching your stream earlier as I was driving home. You was playing, I think you was playing GTA, not GTA, but Gran Turismo. But man, you wasn't saying nothing. You were just driving. For a minute, I thought you were gonna be talking, but you was like, all I heard was. On that note, I'm calling child services. See, it's always one. Always in your business. Always okay, just mind your own business. Man, them cookies is delicious. Dang, these are Yankees lost 5 straight. I'm glad I ain't no Yankees fan. But you know, the Yankees are all right, man. They're just going through a little slump. They're gonna be right in there. Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, these cookies is delicious. You know what? I got them from they call the bite-sized chocolate chip cookies from Walmart. I'm sorry, good people. I know y'all ain't gonna watch that, but your boy is hungry, man. How don't you bring enough cookies for everyone? I'm sorry, Geeky. If I can send them in the mail, I would. But by the time you got to them, they wouldn't be that good. But Walmart, I found them like by the cash register. You see, they all gone. Let's see if I can get a good. Say there, right there. There. I think it was like $5. I know it's a lot, but it's so delicious. Last one. After today, Vic, gaming dad working on his dad bod. I am. You know what? I had a lady tell me today, but I had two ladies. I had one lady I was working, and one lady came up to me and was like, and asked me how old I was. And when I told her I was 47, she was like, get it. She was like, no, you're not. She said, I was going to introduce you to my daughter. And she's like in her 20s. I was like, no, I could be your daughter's daddy. She looked old. She was like, I'm 49. I was like, well, I don't look that old. I absolutely don't look that old. They said, hold on. I said, I'm going to go back. Grit Tactic says, damn right. I'm out here looking at Vic from my window. Baz YT said, Gran Turismo, I'm focused on staying on track. I'm a noob at driving games. Oh, okay. All right. That I understand. Just like Candy. Ow. Shag it. Hi, Candy. How you doing? Let me get you on the board. Candy. Candy girl. You are my world. That was my jam back in the day. Said, hey, everyone. I like cookies. I do too, especially when they kind of soft. We got a little crunch on the end with some milk. But I'm trying not to work. I'm trying to work on a good dad bod, but I didn't have nothing else to eat, so cookies it was. CMG says, bring some for all of us. No Walmart in New York. It sure isn't. I had to go up to New Jersey for that. Golly, listen, don't do it. He says football's almost here, Gamey Dad. You go that you from Georgia? Absolutely not. He said, I'm assuming you're a Falcons fan, and absolutely not. Two negatives. I am neither a Falcons fan or a Georgia fan. No, let me tell you about it. I root for Georgia after they like third on the list when it comes to college football. I am a Michigan fan because I'm from the great state of Michigan. I'm from Detroit. I'm just living down here in this old hot ATL Georgia. But yeah, man, I'm a Lions fan. I know the Lions suck, just like the Falcons, but the Lions probably suck worse. I know, man. But man, hey man, welcome back, man, to the stream, man. You almost put out the dub last week. 83. 80-31. Hold on, let me put you on the board though. I always put Exodus. I don't know why I put Exodus, because maybe I was reading the Bible already. He said, Grizz said, you should tell your wife that story. I bet you both just laughed. Nah, dog. And my wife don't like stories like that. She was like, what's she asking you for your age for? It'd be 100 questions after that. If she watching right now, she probably be like, wait till he get to bed. But yeah, that was funny. But then the grandparents I was talking to, the grandmother asked me my age. And when I told her, my age, she was like, you're not 47. She said, I thought you was like 25. I said, well, bless your heart. I said, nope, man, I'm 47 years old. I was like, I'm all believing about laughing, thinking young, and hanging with young people. I said, hanging with, really with people with good energy. She said, gave me that on the couch tonight. But you know what, listen, that wasn't my fault. I mean, she you know, that came up to me. I be trying to tell my wife, like, listen, I'm that guy. I've always been that guy. I carry a level of confidence that's unmatched. And chicks are gonna date me for the rest of their life. In and around it. I don't care. When I had the gray hair, I was still getting hit on. I was like, it never fails. But it ain't all me though. I'm telling you, I'm just out there being kind. I ain't gonna read Greta Tactics comment, but I'm gonna go to Candy's. Candy says, Nintendo is all caps. There will be new hardware likely this hardware season, even if it's just a special edition console. Maybe nothing spectacular, but they'll do something to spice up things. Oh, listen, I guess, you know, say so Candy forcing the issue. I guess we could start off our night and saying the question, is Nintendo lying? Girl, you know you lying. I believe they lying. You know what? The only way this statement is true, if Breath of the Wild get delayed out of this fiscal year. I think that's the only way. I think that's the only way this is like a fib. That if that Zelda gets pushed to like April 1st or something stupid like that. But I think they lying. They fly plenty of time. I'm telling you, I remember like it was yesterday when that reporter asked Reggie Fils-Aimé about a new model of the 3DS, and I swear it was 2 days later. They was all like, no, it's not. This is, you know, we're not doing any new handheld. That's it. And then like 2 days later, it was like, boom, there it is. We got a Twitter announcement. It was like, what? Yeah. So you know what, man? They have done this before. And the reason why I think is they're really capping, like Candy said, is because, remember, I don't know if y'all remember this article when Furukawa said, you know what, the one thing they did not want to do that they failed on the Wii and failed on the Wii U with was maximizing momentum, and they didn't want to lose momentum, and so I believe if you wait that long, like, sales of the system is in the decline. And you know, we really don't know, is that because of COVID and the chip shortages, or it's because, you know what, I mean, you got 111 of these bad boys, 111 million of these bad boys out there in the world. I mean, I don't think it's no new people that's really, if they haven't bought one yet, I don't think they're gonna buy one. You know, you might get a few here and there, but I mean, it's going to slow down. So you're going to need some kind of new iteration to kind of get people who've already bought one to re-up and rebuy. So that's what I think they cap it, especially if Zelda comes out. I think they cap it. But once again, until I hear Nintendo make that comment, you know, of course, this is like, dude, you know, this is a reporter. It's almost like it's really, I don't know if I have heard or any confirmation that it was indeed Furukawa who made that statement, or it was like some form of interpretation. You know, it wasn't never laid out plain to say, hey, this is what he said. So even if he said that, I still, you know what, I mean, this company is about business, man. They're think about it like this. They're not going to tell you anyway right now that they have a new system coming out when they just said, hey, here's a Splatoon model. They're not going to announce and say we got a new system coming in the fiscal year. They're not going to say it. Even if they did have one plan, they're not going to tell it to a publication to put it out there right before the system didn't even launch yet. I'm with Candy on this. This is a cap fest of the highest proportion. Nintendo. Gorilla Tactics says, you got grandmas out here trying to get some of that chocolate chip cookie. That's funny, buddy. Yeah. Katie said, right, Geeky. He knows he got that baby. Oh, I did not. I did not. I don't do that. That's how you mess with your blessings. Gimme there be like type of guy to tell his wife he's a trophy husband. You won the prize. And indeed, she did. I had to bail out, gave me that out of that. Tell wifey, I said, you're welcome. Ah, man, too funny. He said, 49ers fans here, buddy. Jared Goff is something, ain't he? I know, man. Lions had a lot of close games last year. I'm sure they will figure it out this year. Yeah, man. But you know what? Listen, being a Lions fan, man, is like being that abusive husband's wife. Like, we get battered quite often, and we get kind of like used to this abuse. So it's like, if the Lions win, I'm happy. If they lose, it's another year. I don't even get mad anymore. You know what? I used to get mad when we had Barry. When we had Barry Sanders, we would lose games. I'm like, golly, man, Barry just he gave his heart and soul. I wish that everybody else would match that same energy. So, matter of fact, I think the Lions, they premiere on Hard Knocks on HBO. I think tonight or tomorrow. I wanted to. I'm gonna check that out. That should be interesting to watch. But oh man, I mean, honest, man, I'm kind of waiting for basketball season to roll around. If the Lions start winning, then great. I'm gonna watch. You know what? Because I've been with AT&T so long, they gave me a full year of NFL League. What's it? Not NFL. I'm about to say League Pass, but NFL Sunday Ticket. And so I'll be checking out the Lions for free this year. So that's a blessing. But I don't know, man. Don't forget to hit the like button if you have not hit it already. Kiki says, I hope there was some truth to the Switch Lite rumors. You know what? I do too. And the reason why I say that is because I'm gonna look in the camera and say this. Because I am a hardware whore. Ain't no way around it. I like new hardware. I don't care how small or insignificant it may be. I like a new piece of toy. I just do. I like new hardware and I like new cameras. Oh man. If I tell you how many cameras I got, Geeky be like, you should start your own technology channel. I buy new cameras all the time. Sometimes my wife don't even know, and I'll just be like, you playing around with it. She be like, you bought a new camera, did you? I'm like, I can't lie to her. I've been had this camera. In reality, I didn't lie. It be the truth. I didn't tell her when it came in the mail. But I like some new camera. I like taking pictures. But back to Geeky's statement. I hope it is some truth to that. I really would like, I think, an upgraded, because new hardware rejuvenizes the brand. And I support Nintendo, and I want them to be successful. And you know what? I think the original Switch Lite is still a good model to have. Right now, like after looking at the OLED, I can't go back to that screen. Going back to that light screen is really a hard sell. So I'm with you on that one, Geeky. I hope it is. And to be honest, I hope it's this year. To be honest, I hope they just kind of say, you know what, boom, Switch Lite this Christmas. You know what? That'll be dope. And I think a Switch Lite a Switch Lite model would go really well this Christmas, and it wouldn't be in competition with the Splatoon OLED model. It wouldn't. Gorilla Tactics says the Pistons ain't making the playoffs either. I forgot who's your team, Gorilla Tactics. Oh, Toronto. No one cares about Toronto. No one cares about the Raptors, man. Y'all was relevant for 1 year. Matter of fact, I might have give y'all a couple years when y'all had Vince Carter and what's the other guy name? He played for the Pistons too for a second. But they were cousins. What was the cousin name? It was Vince Carter and I forgot the other guy's name. But that's the only time y'all was relevant, man. That's it. That's it. You know what? Y'all was okay when y'all had Isaiah Thomas as y'all president. That was it. So you better back off my Pistons. So I agree with CMG. That would mean the game wouldn't have improvements. Let's see what CMG say. He said, "There's no way Breath of the Wild 2 gets released on old hardware without not being on a newer Switch. I just can't see that happening." You know what? I agree, and you know what? Because it's too, and maybe we're looking at it differently, but it's too much like right for them to release a system, an improvement, and release it right along with a new Breath of the Wild 2, especially since Breath of the Wild has sold now 27 million. There's no way, man. There's no way they release that system. They need that game to be. It need to run flawlessly. It really. You know what? I wonder if does Breath of the Wild 2 not run at 60 frames per second? I wonder that. I wonder do they release that with it out running at 60 frames per second? Pastor YT said, I tried analog controls on Grid Auto Sports. It's really hard. Nintendo needs a pad with the analog triggers. Oh, man. You know what? I said that a lot, too. Like, I think that was another, once again, like when it came to the design of the Switch, that was another mishap. Whoever pulled that trigger and said, you know what, we don't need analog triggers. I think that was a misstep. Candy said, "Go Cavs." Cavs was cool. Y'all was all right when LeBron was at home, but when LeBron took away, when he went away, so did the Cavs. Grit says irrelevant, but still consistently finished higher than the Pistons for almost a decade now. Yikes! Yeah, with one title, one. Now, when the Pistons was going to the Eastern Conference Finals 6 years in a row, where was Toronto? Nowhere. Y'all just became semi-relevant this past decade. Now, come on now, listen now. Be honest with yourself. Now, y'all not really that relevant. Win some more championships, and then talk to me. At least we're in 2. Let's see. So, the question I have, and I want to pose to everybody, especially dealing with Nintendo. We're gonna stick on this Nintendo run for a minute. But what if they are telling the truth? What does Nintendo say? Listen, hey, you know what? We're not. So, in what scenario does that happen if they are true to their word to say, hey, we're not releasing no new hardware in 2000 until our fiscal year of 2023? We're not releasing no new hardware. So now what? Does that new system come out right after the fiscal year? Which I don't. To me, I don't think that's smart. You know, I don't think Nintendo has never done that. Not right after that. They always release something right before that fiscal year, so they can get those sales. Like even when they launched new systems, it was always right before the end, so they would get those sales onto that previous year. Is it really true that Nintendo does not have enough materials to kind of really make this system happen? Could that be the reason why we don't get a new Switch this year? What y'all think? Grit says, "Were all your kids born Last time the Pistons won. Yeah, that's a good question. Not all of them. Let's see. My son was alive. My oldest son was, and my daughter was born that year. They won in 2004. 4, 6. Yep, my daughter was born that year. Let's see. Basketball T says, I'm from the UK, so I'm going to say go London Lions. He said, nah. Look up my Cavs right now. They're not bad at all. You know what? Let me tell you about it. They're not bad at all. They're not. I won't diss the Cavs. But I'll diss Toronto, but not the Cavs. History tends to repeat itself. Vic, what do you mean by that? You provide us some clarity on that statement. So, if there's a possibility, because I'm sticking with my guns, I don't believe they launched that system without Breath of the Wild attached to it in some form or fashion. And to me, I think that's really that's a dumb move to release a system, a pro. It will sell on its own, but man, just imagine if it comes out the same day as Breath of the Wild 2. It's really gonna sell. It's really gonna sell. I got another question for you to consider. And as you guys are, going away typing that, saying your statements, I want you to ask this question as well. Do we get a new Nintendo Direct this year or not? I say we do. And you know what? Splatoon Direct is Wednesday, but what the catcher is, that joker 30 minutes long. They're going to spend 30 minutes on one game? Oh, this is about to be good. Remember all them YouTubers? It was like, it's a bunch of them was like, oh, Splatoon, it's the same old. And they was going in on it can't be the same thing. Splatoon, I can play Splatoon too. I mean, they was whining and crying on there. It's like, stop. They didn't really listen. Nintendo, they got this. And they're going to release a 30-minute direct on one game. It's going to be good. It's going to me. I think this is going to be real good. I wish I could stream it, but it's happening during school. But will I watch it during school? I'm going to make sure that happens. I'm going to be behind my desk going, that's y'all work. Y'all go ahead and get it in. I'm going to make sure I do all my my first teaching right before it starts, so I can have a half an hour of uninterrupted watching. But the question I have, another question I guess, is how does Nintendo make Splatoon 3 different? Different enough. Yes, it's Wednesday. Wednesday at 9 a.m. Geeky. How do they make Splatoon 3 different or better that will make you say, oh man, you know what? I need to buy that game day one. The one thing that I did not like about Splatoon 2, and it eventually got to that point where it was, if they'd have had all the DLC kind of at launch, it would have been a really, really good game. I'm a big fan, love the online, but to me, it was missing like a really true first-person experience. I don't know how did they make that happen. How did they get a good story out of that? But they can figure out some way to get a good story out of that. I mean, then to me, we got something. Geeky said, oh my goodness. Geeky, I never played Splatoon. I feel like there would be a lot of people like me who are new to the series. Okay. I bought my kids Splatoon on the Wii U. They loved it, played it all the time, and I never did get a chance to play it on the Wii U. when it came out around my son's birthday. We was in Florida, and we all kind of started playing it together. My daughter got real good in it, but what I like about it is that even when you play with people that are real good, I still have a tremendous amount of fun. And it's not like one of them games where you know what they come in and flat out dominate you. Yeah, it's some cat like my daughter's good, real good. I mean, like she can probably compete on a national level good. I mean, and I ain't trying to toot her horn because she's my daughter, but you know, I've sat and watch her play and get it in. Um, but however, but if I jump on and play anytime randomly, I like how they kind of put me with people that's around my same ranking. So you know, you kind of you're not always with someone that's like you know super good. So I would definitely challenge you to, especially because Geeky, you know what? Because y'all like Fortnite. Those y'all would have a as a family. Y'all would have a blast. Like we would sit together, and sometimes we're in the same. If we can, if Nintendo can figure out where if we can all kind of be in that same um like bracket of people that we can kind of play with. Like if I can better play, you know, at online with if I can get my own squad together and go online and fight everybody, that would be dope. But I would definitely tell you, Splatoon is a great game to get into. You would enjoy it. It's not a heavy curse. It's not like playing like COD or anything like that. Let's go to some statements. Okay, we got geekies. Candy said I never played Splatoon either. Oh man, y'all missing out. Splatoon was, especially if you like Fortnite. If you like stuff like that, I mean Splatoon is good. To me it was my favorite shooter. Um, make it different by adding more players, more mods like free for all, more advanced build customization. Okay, I like adding more players. Um, to be honest, I would even like a death match. I mean, I would really like. I think you know what I like the team aspect of it, but I would like some form of team death match. You know, instead of just having like a 4-on-4. You know, like you said before, if we can get some more people on the screen and get them to playing, that would be dope. I don't know how this will work, but this would be dope though. 100-player Splatoon Royale. Now listen, Geekity put this out here. Watch tomorrow. They were like, and now you can play for free with 100-player Royale. Thanks, Geeky. That's how it's going. That's how the commercial gonna be. Thanks, Geeky. These heathens. Basil YT says, all they need is in-game voice chat. Okay, agreed. That was Splatoon. Yeah, because you know what, like we use Discord to play. Like when me and my kids we get together. He like, thanks, Geeky. Um, we do like the fact that we can kind of get together and all kind of play together, and we communicate and talk on Discord, even though we're in the same house. You know, my kids all over the place. We get on Discord and we all communicate and talk together, which is fun. But you're right, man. If they somehow what this next model of Switch, they need to solve that. They need to, you know what? That should be something that should be naturally ingrained right into the system. Um, make us play a premium for it. I don't care, but they need to solve that. Totally agree with that statement. Butternogs, what's going on, man? So I was hoping for Splatoon Lands, a looter shooter similar to Predator and Borderlands. Ah, that's funny. Splatoon Lands. Let me get you on Butterdog. Butterdog. Let me get you on the board. Butternog. You going through the line at Walmart? Yes, I need some Butternog. Extra creamy. Oh man. So I think at the end of the day, man, listen, Nintendo. I think this direct is gonna be really interesting. I'm happy for that. I'm really happy for this. If they somehow pull off a quality single player experience, I think they got to win. I think they got to win. Ooh, man, oh man. You talking my language right here. It says EA and Nintendo needs to make a new NBA Street / All Stars of some sort. They whatever that got them to a point where they they became like not the friendliest companies to work for. Shout out to Bucky's. They need to do something, man. Listen, to me, like EA is like one of the dumbest companies this generation. I got a system out there with 111 million systems out there, right? And I still haven't figured out some way to put some form of Madden on there. You do not think that's gonna sell? At least it would sell at least 1 million, hands down. It would sell at least 1 million. To be honest, it would sell probably 3 to 4 million, easy, because it's portable. Nope, still no Madden. NBA Streets, NFL Streets would sell millions on the Switch, especially NFL Streets. You think that's happening? Nope. Nope. But I feel you though, totally. All right, good people. Like we kicked it on some little Nintendo. We'll come back to Nintendo, of course, but you know what? Let's get to some of these news items. Once I can find my way to the Willy Wheel. All right, there we go. Let me go ahead and knock this off real quick. All right. Spider-Man Remastered is now Steam Deck verified. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Oh, yeah. Spider-Man will probably be the first game on Steam that I've paid full price for. But I cannot wait. Real talk, I can't wait because, shoot, I mean, our brother needs some time because I always be working, man. But I'm buying this. I don't care what's going on. That means my Steam Deck is going to be going with me in my bag a lot more often. But if you have a Steam Deck, you in the queue to get one, and you have not bought this game yet on your PlayStation, pick this game up. I wonder how much it's going to be. I wonder if it's going to be 60 or 50. Oh, it's $50. Let's see if I can. Because the Spider-Man coming out, must believe Miles Morales is coming shortly after. August 12th. That is later on this week. Well, but they don't say the price. I think it's $50. Let's see. Speaking of that, Apple's AR headset could launch as soon as January 2023. Analysts claim it may the most revolutionary consumer product after the iPhone. Golly. CT in the building. What's going on? Chi-Town. This statement alone is saying a lot about Apple's headset. Now, let me ask y'all y'all real quick in the chat. Give me an Apple price for this headset. Give me a price. I am saying this is an $1,100 product. Hold on, let me get CT on the board before I forget. CT's on the board. Got you. Let me get back. All right, good people. Real quick, throw the number in the chat. What do y'all see? Right, see, it's Kiki's. I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a minute because some of y'all are kind of funny, but give me a price of an Apple branded headset. You know it's gonna be dope. You know it's gonna be the fidelity is gonna be crazy good, and let that Joker be like mobile, like almost like the Oculus Rift. Let it be, where it doesn't have to be attached to anything. Sitting back and watching movies and watching games, oh man, come on. I'm saying $1,100. Gigi says 6 to 8. All right, let me go through the comments first. CT Corsi said I'm watching. Grid Attacks are already pre-ordered in the backlog. I have not pre-ordered it yet, but I will, because I want that bad boy to download seamlessly while I'm asleep. Geeky said, Grid Attacks said, he was looking at you when he said, forget that Stardew, pick up Spider-Man, dude. Well, listen, you know what, Geeky? You know who else is saying that? Ben is saying that. Ben is like, come on, Mom, just go ahead and get that Spider-Man. CMG said, I see you loving that Steam Deck, man. It's good, man. Listen, I will tell you in a minute. It is definitely good. Geeky says, Stardew Valley's top 10. But no, it says 1 cool thousand for IVR. Geeky said, I'm not paying $1,100. So we'll take it from $600 to $800. Well, you know what, man, this one is a hard one because you look at your phone and I paid more money for my phone than that. They got headphones that's $500. So I don't think it's gonna be 6 to 8. Now I believe it's gonna be 11 or more. I think 11 is the low end. Grid Attack says I don't have any Apple products, so I hope they charge $1,500. Maybe in Canada. I don't think it gets to $1,500. I don't think it would have to be like outstanding. Build It with Smith. What's going on, my guy? Shut up, man. Give Build It with Smith, man, the hand clap one time. Welcome back, my brother. Let me get you on the board real quick before I forget. I know me. Build It with Smith. All right. So, Smith, we're guessing the price of this Apple headset. I am saying it's going to be $1,100. It won't be less than $1,000 for sure. Especially if it's a system that doesn't need to be tethered. It is no way under $1,000. No way. No way. You'll play Apple Arcade games with it, and it also going to depend on the lineup of games. But you know what? I think Apple is probably going to advertise it from a standpoint of the entertainment purpose of it, to have a comfortable fit and be able to watch your content right from your headset. It's going to be a winner. That's all I can say right now. It is going to be a winner. All right. We would get off of Apple. Sony is worried of Call of Duty might make gamers pick Xbox over PlayStation. And I say, so? Step your game up, man. Competition is good. You ain't seeing, you don't got Walmart complaining because Target got some other stuff, the same stuff, but on sale. I mean, nobody cares about that. Sony, you over there whining and complaining about nothing. Step your game up. Make your system more attractive. Xbox wasn't complaining because y'all got God of War. Quay 311 says they just put Bomberman game on Apple Arcade. Happy as a clam. Gigi says Marvel Midnight Sun game is delayed again. I did see that. It is. I think it's like delayed, but it's like really delayed for Switch. So, but you know what? I wasn't looking forward to that game anyway. As soon as I saw like it was a card base, what I was like, man, I would not waste my time. I wouldn't even give that game a try. And I like Marvel, but nope, I'll pass. I'll wait till somebody play it all the way through and record all the cutscenes and then make a movie and put it on YouTube. That's what I'll wait for. Gorilla Tech says for sure we'll have DLC first. If they put it in Game Pass and make people buy the DLC on Xbox, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. Listen, and the bad part about it, like, I don't care, Sony. You know what? You're going to have to, you can't complain and cry because you don't have the infrastructure in place to do that. Microsoft does. They got the money. You know what? You got to make yourself different. You know what? This deal right here really doesn't affect Nintendo. Why? Because Nintendo don't have COD anyway. So, you know, you can put any kind of COD on there. And speaking of that, do you think we get COD this Christmas? And I believe, to be honest, I believe we get COD this Christmas. I just don't believe it's this COD, but I believe we get COD this Christmas. And I think, you know what? This is another reason why I was like, man, we're going to have a direct this year. It'll be a September direct. Once again, you know what? Some of these YouTubers out there, I ain't going to say their names, get you all out there worrying, like, oh my goodness, you know what? They're changing their philosophy. We just might not get a direct. Man, Nintendo don't operate like that. They get, you know why? Because Nintendo has to answer to shareholders. And you know what? Them shareholders is not going to sit back and say, you don't have a plan. This is a business. Nintendo, they might move to a different, you know, a different motion, but at the end of the day, man, they gotta them stockholders are gonna be like, hey, what's going on? And when that heat come, it'll be a direct. Sometimes I hate watching those videos when they, you know, I hate watching videos where there's no news. Where kind of people just kind of like express their opinions. Those are the worst videos. I'm like, oh, I do not want to watch this. And I cook off really fast. I'm like, man, I don't want to. You know, I want your opinion about factual stuff, not, you know, your hypotheticals. Even though I kind of do hypotheticals on this channel. Am I a hypocrite? Nah. But I know when I watch certain other YouTubers, I'll be like, man, come on now. It's plenty of the year left. It's this August. Nintendo has never not had a September direct. They'll be all right. That's my last cookie. Because I don't got no more milk. Grid Attack says, they better tell Bungie to make Destiny 3 with DLC for... Exactly. They have studios that are not on Xbox. So they should, like, PlayStation should even be trying to complain. But you know what? They're trying to make it an issue because they know the smoke is coming their direction. People, the COD players, you know what, who are loyal to PlayStation will blink their eyes now at Xbox. COD is going to sell some Xbox systems. It is. And I'm happy for them. Competition is good. Sony, step it up. Stop crying. Step it up. Grid Detective says Switch will get COD mobile with actual controls. And you know what? I would be completely fine with that. I would, listen, as a Switch player, I would be completely, as long as it didn't take all day to load, I'm all right with that. Because really, COD mobile was pretty good, man. It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't Call of Duty on your PS5 or Xbox Series X, but it was it was serviceable and it was good enough. So Steve M says, I don't care if we get a direct or just more individual announcements. As long as the games, it says, as long as good games keep coming, I'll be happy. You know what, man? I don't know, Steve, man. I might disagree with you a little bit on that because one thing I like about directs kind of give you order. It give you a structure. And one of the things that we don't typically have a lot of currently is like that life without structure. You know, look at E3. Look how sad E3 this year was. Like it wasn't the worst, but it was bad. Like last year's E3 was way better than this year's. Way better. Even when it was just, even without Sony, it was still like way better. It was structured, it had a flow to it. You had information come out and be able to dissect it. But now you got this a bunch of random information. And you know what? I just don't like that. Give me some chunks so I can kind of, you don't gotta hit me with a 2-hour show. But you know what? A nice meaty 45-minute show of games that I can kind of look forward to the next one. It kind of gets your mind to saying, hey, you know what I need to keep my eyeball on. Right now, they don't have that. That there's no when it comes to gaming news, it's all over the place. It's like, it's like them throwing us morsels. And we get that little morsel and we hone on to those morsels for weeks. You know what? If you look at the landscape of the news cycle right now, everyone's scrapping to trying to figure out what to talk about. Some of my favorite YouTubers that I watch, man, you can just tell like some of the articles they're giving a whole lot of attention to should not be given that much attention to. It's like, you know what, man, and it's tough right now. But if they have some things to kind of like, mentally prepare yourself or get your finances in order for certain games coming, it's like it's different. It's like I just don't like the current state of how news is being delivered to the public. They need to do something. Greta Tech says Sony is making an issue because Microsoft can put COD on Game Pass and they have to deal with EA. Thus, Microsoft has leverage over COD and Battlefield. Man. And you know what? This reminds me of when EA said, you know what? I'm tired of playing with 2K. They're trying to beat us up. And you know what? I'm gonna cut the snake off by the head. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this boss move and get this NFL license deal. That's what this sounded like. They was like, all right, you want to play Sony? Now let's play. I'm gonna go ahead and get COD and really change the landscape. And you know what? If COD is end up being exclusive to Xbox, if ever it did, people will switch over and play Xbox. Some people will revolt because they PlayStation junkies, but you know what? If you want to play COD, you're gonna have to own both of them. And to me, that's a power move I would play if I was Xbox. It says Sony better tell Guerrilla Games to make Killzone right. Listen, you got IEPs. Sony has IEPs really that they can really harp on and really develop and turn into their own particular juggernaut. But once again, hey man, we just gamers, man. We don't know nothing. He said the struggle is real. It is real for Sony. Something to think about, man. Something to think about. All right. Let's look at Dragon Ball Z Fighters Z coming to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, getting rollback netcode, but no Switch. You know what? These articles like this here, to me, it forces Nintendo to kind of really look at what they're doing, because more and more games are making these kind of decisions that take key features away from Switch versions of the games, and it kind of make you say like, dang, you know what? I want to support Switch and the things that they're doing, but when I don't get that opportunity to really, have that full fleshed out part of games, and I got to worry about, well, this game doesn't have certain features that this game has. It kind of makes it sucks to be a only Switch owner. Now, I haven't had to deal with that personally, but if I just imagine if I was, I'd be like that, like, dang, you know what? I want to support y'all, but you know what? Like, I want to buy near Automata on the Switch, but I can play a City Frame for a second on my Steam Deck. See what I'm saying? It's those little things that Nintendo really need to say, all right, let's pull the trigger and get this next system rolling. Greta Tactics says Microsoft could put DLC first on Xbox and cancel crossplay and COD. That'll be pretty, but that would be petty, but funny given Sony's original stance on crossplay games. Yes, absolutely. You know what? Sony has really made some decisions that's like really anti-consumer, anti-gaming, to be honest. And so, they're getting a little bit of their medicine back. Tough cookie, Sony. Man up and do something about it. Put some games out there that people want to play strictly on your system. Oh, that's right. It doesn't matter. You're going to ship them in a year over to PC. You don't care about PlayStation, really. So don't be crying now. Dragon Ball Z Fighters is really good. I just want to say that. Speaking of new hardware, Logitech and Tencent Games are working on a cloud-based handheld console. I was going to put this as my thumbnail at first before this article came out about Nintendo. Because I am curious to see what this is going to look like and how efficient it's going to be presenting cloud gaming to the masses, especially with quality controls that's not connected to your cell phone. How well does it work? How do they make it run good enough that I will want to even consider purchasing this handheld? Don't know. Something to think about. I am definitely curious, and I definitely keep my eyeball out on what they do exactly. If they can somehow figure out the code to be able to run games at high quality, even with a small or low internet connection, or it can be tethered via your hotspot on your phone and it runs great, they have a winner. If they don't solve that issue, buddy, they can hang it up. So it's in development. No details is yet to come, but I am interested. You know what? And even though I'm not a supporter of digital only systems, but if it works, then it works. But if it don't work, then it don't work. I would definitely be watching the reviews. I definitely would try to, write some companies, and hopefully it'd be nice to get a review unit. I don't know. The question is going to be also is how much does this thing cost? First the Apple headset, now a new cloud gaming device. This thing if it's cloud based, it bet not cost over $200. I think anything over $200 is too much. $250 you might get away with, but anything over that, knowing that I can get a Steam Deck at $399, it better not be over 200, 250 the most. 150 is the sweet spot. 200, if it's free and comes with a cloud service, then you talking. They work out a deal with Microsoft. They say, hey, you get Game Pass, you get this bad boy for free, or for at a reduced price. Oh, now you cooking. You cooking with oil now. He said CMG just pulled his shades down on this news. But you know what? It might run. It might run Stadia. It just might. Steve M said, "I hope Sony doesn't buy Square Enix. Square has made a lot of great games on Switch, and it will be a shame for them to lock it into PlayStation going forward." I don't think that's going. I don't think that's going to happen. I looked at Spawnwave. Spawnwave he had a story about this here, and that I think the intentions Square Enix doesn't want to sell the company to a potential buyer. They want to sell exclusive access to some of their IPs. So a company can come in like Nintendo and invest, I don't know, $100 million, and they might have exclusive rights to and development for Final Fantasy. See, it's those kind of decisions I think Square Enix is trying to make. They're trying to gain more financial capital by the leasing of their IPs to different companies. So that's going to be interesting how that unfolds. Unfolds. That's going to be something that you want to kind of pay attention and watch. CMG said cloud gaming is great. It is, man. And you know what? To be honest, man, and I'm not a hater. I'm a hater of the eventual end of physical games, and I think we're all gonna look back and say, man, why did I support cloud gaming? Because you know what, they're gonna have so much more control over your games. You pretty much are not gonna be game owners anymore. You're just gonna be game renters, leasers. You're gonna be leasing games instead of purchasing them. Let's see. Kiki says, cheap cause they're going to sell you on cloud membership. Yeah, the key is, and the according to the article, the system is going to be Game Pass compatible out of the box. So any X Cloud game in that particular membership will better work on this system straight out the box. So I mean that's interesting. That is really, 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 really interesting. Something we all gonna look forward to seeing in the coming months. Grit said, "I'll buy it if it's decent as I play for Games Pass Ultimate." Yeah, you know what? That's what I said. If I run Game Pass on this system and or X Cloud or whatever they want to call it, and the games run really decent, no matter if I'm on cell phone or I'm running off of cell phone's data or I'm running off of Wi-Fi. If it runs decent, you know what? I'll definitely give it a look, for sure. Free Geno, Super Mario RPG. What the F Square Enix? It's funny. Logitech blog article said it will support multiple cloud services. Right. So the question is going to be which cloud services and are they running at optimal speed? Are they going to give it the optimal performance when they get to the system? I mean, it's so many questions going on about this particular handheld. Am I intrigued? Very. I am very, very intrigued. Um, let me see if they say anything about a possible release date. Okay, it says regardless of how this turns out, it is certainly an interesting development in the world of cloud gaming. The technology is still very much in its infancy, and few cloud releases on Nintendo Switch has proven to be problematic at best. How far this new handheld system goes in pushing the technology forward is anyone's guess, but it looks like it's definitely here to stay. What do you make of Logitech intentions announcement? Is it something you'll be interested in buying? I'm interested. I just don't, price and what games they highlight and how well those games run in the worst conditions. is going to be, to me, the selling point. I don't want a video. For them to have a presentation for this, I don't want a presentation where they just show this game, run all the good games, and it's quality all the time. Show me in the worst conditions possible and how those games run, and then you'll have me. Day one. Ruben, what's going on, man? Say hello. Frogun is pretty fun. Frogun. Oh, you know, I did see that. That's like, is it like a fraud? They got a gun. I think I've seen that. Seen that before. Let me get you on the board. All right. All right, good people. We got 17 people in the box. Hope we got 17 likes. Be great. Don't forget to hit that like button. Take your time. Step out. Step back in. Go ahead. Think he's on Twitter. Brother still ain't got no pants on. Free Mendez. It's too funny. Free Mendez. All right. Enough of this article here. So be on the lookout for that. 10 cent. And I don't know what they're going to call it, but you know it's coming sooner or later. All right. PlayStation Showcase happening this month. I can believe it. Let's see. Let's see. They got anything worse? It says, for now, fans will just have to wait and see what comes out of this rumor. It could be that history wins and PlayStation Showcase takes place in September, or it could be that this proves true and fans will see some upcoming PS5 games on the big screen very soon. It's exciting no matter how long the wait is. God of War Ragnarok releases November 9th. Did anybody else besides me pre-order God of War? I did take care of that. Quick news real quick. YouTube and Crunchyroll on the Wii U won't be available much longer. Let's see how much longer you got. It says anime subscription platform Crunchyroll will be discontinued on the Wii U from August 29th. Ooh, it's right around the corner. So you want to watch some more of your anime. You know what? I know that the Wii U wasn't highly successful, but I like the gamepad. It was like my YouTube Netflix device. I should take that thing to work, go plug it up over across the room, and run Netflix. This is good. I really did like that thing. But oh well, slowly coming to an end. Let's see. Yeah, you pre-ordered it on Amazon. I went to GameStop and pre-ordered it the other day. I had to make sure I get it in. Splatoon 3 Direct in 2 days, man. Ruben, what are you expecting out of this Direct? It's 30 minutes long, man. Could Nintendo release some form of spin-off game? It's got to be something else to take up 30 minutes of gameplay. Got to be something else. It's gonna be very interesting to see what Nintendo pulls out the hat for this Splatoon Direct. But I'm excited. I'm not like some other YouTubers that's like, oh, it just looked like the same game. I think, what else? I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's see. Oh man, it's geeky. Listen, geeky putting it out there. Splatoon Mobile. I don't know how that happens, but you just never know. They haven't discussed the single player or the company DLC. Right. See, agreed. And that, to me, that's the thing that's I'm excited for. I really want to see what the single player experience is going to look like. And am I going to want to dig in deep? Is there a good enough story to say, you know what? I'm glad I own this game and I necessarily don't need to be online to play it. They need that for this game. to be different. Grid Tactics says, I bet Nintendo just shows off new weapons and new maps. I doubt you'll get a spinoff. It's got to be more than that for 30 minutes, though, Grid Tactics. It's got to be, right there. That's like maybe not even 5 minutes. They're going to have to show a lot more for 30 minutes, uninterrupted, no commercials. I think we got something, I think something big is happening on Wednesday. Maybe Splatoon items and Animal Crossing. Yeah, that could be it. That could be a nice little catch to get people playing Animal Crossing again. It wouldn't surprise me. No, don't try to sell me on DLC before I buy the game. Tell me the game is releasing incomplete without telling me it's incomplete. I concur. I concur. You know what? Tell me about the DLC later. I know it's going to get some form of DLC. I just don't need. I don't need to know it tomorrow. I don't need to hear about a day one patch and everything that breaks. I don't want to hear about that either. Tell me if you're gonna give me some DLC. Tell me I want to be not expecting DLC and get it compared to like, okay, I know I'm getting more for this game than what they have to offer. That really puts a sour taste in your mouth. Like, oh man, I just spent all this money. It's not even complete. That's how I felt with Super Mario Strikers. That's the reason why I did not buy it for myself, because it wasn't complete. Quay 311. Is there a game if it's their game as a service? Of course, they're stretching out their content. But yeah, they got a bunch of that though. You know, because pretty much Mario Kart is the same thing. It's a game as a service. But however, Mario Kart gives you such a meaty game at start. I'm looking for that same experience from Splatoon. I need a meaty game at start. All right. Let's see. This is interesting. And when this news article kind of came up, I was like, yeah, we probably need to keep an eyeball on this here. Cause of course, Saudi Arabia bought 5% of Nintendo. People tend to forget about that. Tencent is a Japanese company, and they own stake in many companies. But they have petitioned to the family to buy even more, a higher stake in the company. How much more has not been revealed. But I tell you, I think I think this is just an interesting story to keep up because, you know what, Tencent has the money, and if they want to continue to invest and does find them a way to make money, or do they creep in and take over, total domination? It's going to be interesting to see. But Chinese firm Tencent looking to raise stake in Ubisoft. Yeah, I think that I don't. It wasn't announced how much they petitioned because Ubisoft needs help, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I'm looking at their IPs and for real, I mean, am I like, oh man, I just really want these games? Nope. Nope. I think out of all those games right there, I think I bought um, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I bought that one, but I wasn't like, oh, I just gotta have it, you know. All right, these are the UK charts. Let's see the top 10 UK games. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 starts off number 1. Horizon Forbidden West comes in number 2. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is at number 3. Nintendo Switch Sports is number 4. Mario Kart 8 is at number 5. Number 6, FIFA, not FIFA, but Formula 1 22, Minecraft Switch, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think they said that game sold over 1 million copies already. Well, bravo to them. Animal Crossing New Horizon and Digimon Survive. Runs on your UK top 10. I wonder if they got anything. Nope, nothing on the hardware front. Quake 311 says Beyond Good and Evil 2 is still in development. Hell. Still in development. Hell. Spawnway said that they're looking for a. I thought they hired a new head writer. I think that's what Spawnway said. I think they just hired a new head writer, which is crazy. Once again, a game I was really hyped for that game because I just thought it was coming to the Switch, and then got nothing announced. So I was like, Valhalla is a fun game, kind of grindy, but after 20 hours in 3 days, I'm enjoying it. Golly. Oh, you know what? Grid Tactics is so disrespectful. You'll give me the Michael Jordan crying meme. No, go put your boy back up there. Good old Toronto Drake. He's so funny though. See, that's hilarious. That's stuff I would do. Oh man. Sega's net sales in Q1 of the fiscal year were up 11.2%. I wonder why. The new Sonic game just doesn't click yet for me. I think you know what? Eventually, Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic Frontiers, it should be. I hope it's a decent game, but you know, I think to be honest, I think even in the next credit, their sales are probably going to rise a lot higher because of Persona coming to Switch, and a lot of people are not talking about that. But to me, that's a huge deal. I think Shin Megami Tensei sold pretty well. Persona 5 Royal is going to sell probably 2 to 3 million. It's going to be a huge release for Sega. They're going to make money hand over fist, especially if it runs right, especially if the load times is at a minimum. It's going to be a good pickup. He said, what happened? You know what happened, but that's funny though. All right, not like I said before, not a lot of news items this week, but to sell 111 million units, they are just roughly 6 million away from PlayStation 4. And I believe this year they cashed the PS4. I think, you know what, even on 111 now, I can see them selling another 9 million, especially if they can produce them before the end of the school year. I said school year, but end of the calendar year. I thought I had the article. I had everything kind of broke down, but that's all right. Says to put things into perspective, the last Nintendo console, the ill-fated Wii U, only managed to ship 13.56 million units from its launch in 2012 until it was replaced by the Nintendo Switch in 2017. 13 million. You know what? The Switch is going to eclipse that number by 100 million this year. Crazy, right? Crazy. Just looking at that Nintendo Switch Lite, that's the reason why, man, we need an OLED light. Let's see. You know what? The original 13 game, I remember playing that on the original Nintendo, and it was really good. Then this game right here, when it came out recently, it was pretty bad. So they went back to the drawing boards, and hopefully, this game turns out to be pretty good. Cell shaded 13 remake out on Nintendo Switch next month. So I'm assuming sometime in the August or September. But I really want this game to be good, so I'll definitely be looking forward to that. and I believe it's a first-person story-based shooter. Street Fighter 6, Jerry returns alongside ninja newcomer Kimberly. I I think Street Fighter 6 is gonna be good. I like the animations. I like the resolution of it so far. This is one of the games that kind of you gotta play. You can watch enough of it on YouTube, but until you get your hands on a good arcade stick and go to playing it, we really don't know. But it's shaping up to be something special. All right, good people. You know, once again, like, you know what? I know we talked about Splatoon. What was else on my agenda? Talked about Nintendo lying, and I believe they lying. I believe that system comes out in this fiscal year. You know, I won't call it um, this year, but definitely this fiscal year. I think it's before March, before the end of March. We get a new system. I think what else did I put on there? COD. We talked about COD. Marvel versus Capcom. I know we've got something. Quick prediction. I believe Marvel versus Capcom. That cabinet is going to be $1,000. The highest end cabinets right now, I think it was like $700 to $800. I believe Marvel versus Capcom one-up cabinet is going to be $1,000. It comes with some really good games, and the reason it's going to cost $1,000 because of the Marvel and the Capcom license. You got to pay for that. You can't just have Marvel on your games think you just not going to pay for it. You gonna pay. You gonna pay a pretty penny for this one. But I am all in favor. I mean, if I had the room, I would have one because I still want the Killer Instinct one. Ultra combo. All right, good people. You know what? It's like I said before. Not a lot of news. I'm gonna double check real quick. Just to make sure no new news items popped up. Some did. Sonic Movie 3 will release on December 20th, 2024. That's 2 years from now. We're going to look up and blink. It's going to be 2024. Is anybody in here going to LA next year? I'm going to LA because I'm going to the Nintendo World. My daughter was like, that's what I want for my senior trip. And so we got to make that happen. Let's see. What else? UK charts. Ooh, 7 hours ago. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 slips from number 1 to number 10 as sales drop 83%. Yeah, I don't mind. These are fresh. This is 7 hours ago. So let's see. Let's go back over the new 10. Now, Horizon Forbidden West has jumped to number 1. And I think that's because they probably UK probably got a ton of PS5s. Nintendo Switch Sports is at number 2, was number 4 last week. Lego Star Wars the Skywalker Saga is number 3. Mario Kart 8 is number 4. Gran Turismo 7 is number 5. Minecraft number 6. Formula 122 is number 7. Pokemon Legends Arceus is at number 8. Animal Crossing New Horizon number 9. And number 10 was number 1 last week is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I have not played Xenoblade, and you know what? I kept saying to myself, I want to try it, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to. So it's been a game that I'll probably get a pass on, unless I find like a super good sale and then I'll pick it up. But not right now. Those were fresh UK numbers. Let's see anything else I want to cover. We talked about that before. I think that's about it. Yep, that's it on the Nintendo front. Let's look at PlayStation. Like Geeky said earlier, it says Take-Two delays its turn-based superhero game, Marvel's Midnight Sun. It says, I'm trying to read. Also, the game now appears to have a split release strategy, with PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC versions due before the end of March next year. So this is a 2023 game. When Take-Two rolls over its fiscal calendar, while the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch editions have a to be announced date. Woo. Obi-Wan looking forward to that game, because I sure was not. But if he was, it's delayed. I'm not going to talk about the PlayStation survey. I thought that was stupid. We'll talk about that. All right. I think that's gonna be it tonight, we people. It's not a whole lot of news, man. It's just one of those nights. But we're gonna dig right on in. 17 people watching. We're gonna dig right on in, good people, to our giveaway wheel. This is your chance. Before I get started, all you do is leave a comment. Leave a comment on YouTube or on Twitch. You get your name on the board. You get your chance, opportunity to win $10. That'll make you hollers. 90s. If you still watching, my brother, don't forget, man, to hit me up and leave me that message. That's the only way I can give you your prize. You say you're new to the channel. You say, Gaming Dad, if I win, how do I get my stuff? All you have to do is either follow me on Twitter at gaming_dad3 and leave a message and say, hey, Gaming Dad, where's my money? And I'll hook you up. Or follow me on Instagram at gamingdad3. And last but not least, you can follow me also on TikTok at GamingDad0. Any one of those spots, and all you do is send me a message and say, "Give me Dad, where my money?" and I'll get it to you. All right. Grid Tactics changed. He said, his thumbnail boy is too funny. He said, Grid Tactics says, no Mendez tonight. Funny enough, no adult bot tonight either. Yeah, you know, conspiracy theory. You think it's Mendez? So funny. Oh, man. He said, almost got the dub last week. Let's see how it goes today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm rooting for the new guy. Don't want to jinx him, but it would be nice. Y'all know how I do. Let me go ahead and get my sound effects together. All right. If you get picked first, you get that. Peter Griff comes in, gives you your calling card. All right, last call. Geeky, listen, I was about to get on, and Geeky chimed in from Twitch. I'm going to put Geeky Twitch. What did the sheep say? AST gave me the thing for that. What did the sheep say? Bye. Here it come. It's always that one, boy. They get me every time. All right, good people. Without any further ado, all right, we got 18 people on the wheels of steel. He is for real. It's your boy Gaming Dad. Let's go. Yeah, yes, you did, Geeky. You got it in there. And first one, God the almighty, just like candy. Ow. Candy. You out of here. Thanks for coming out, big girl. See you again next week, same time, same bat station. Let's keep the party rolling. And we're down, and it's my man, Quake 311. You are out of here. Another one bites the dust. Ah. Doom. Another one bites the dust. Ah. Down to 16 people, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going. The wheel's still. Who's gonna get the ejection button? And it's gonna be Guerrilla Tactics and those Raptors. See you next week, my brother. I know, right? Oh, Candy. I know, right? Candy had to bit to us like that. We're down to 15 people, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it alive for the vibe. Geeky, all you need to know to have been on there, but Geeky's is getting her exit wounds.
You lose.
Geeky is first one. He said, "Oh man, he changed the thumbnail again. This is so funny. Hold on, I'm gonna take Geeky off the board." He said, "I call shenanigans," and he got the Boston Celtics and got chokes. Man, that was too funny. Oh man, wow, easy in, easy out. That's what I said. Geeky said, "No, don't worry, Geeky, you on there again." And Builder with Smith on there. Y'all listen, the fam is in there tonight. All y'all needed was Ben because they had the 4-way attack. Ladies and gentlemen, oh man, Courtney, former winner, is out of here. Please give her horn, please. All right, who's up next to catch the flex? And we're down to 13, crispy and clean with no caffeine. On the scene, it is Ruben.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir. Good day. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, our next winner tonight will be, you know who our winner is. Our winner will be my man, former winner. Give it for Dave Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Give it for Dave. He's our winner tonight.
Psych.
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
Man, that's too funny. We're down to 11 people on the scene. Oh, man, I think I might have jinxed you. E8301. I put the Exodus, but I know your name something else. But my brother from another mother.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
You get nothing.
You lose.
Good day, sir. Can close, my brother. Can close, but no cigar. Who's up next to catch a flex? We're down to 10 people, ladies and gentlemen. And another Geeky is off of the board. Bill Smith is our next loser. He said, I jinxed myself. I know, I kind of jinxed you too, man. I'm sorry, my brother. Don't worry, man. Listen, keep coming back, man. There's plenty of opportunities, man. We give them out every week, man. I'm just glad you was in this bad boy. Geeky says, oh, Smith is out, but Geeky, you still on the board. You still on there. You still in it to win it. And our next, it's getting close. UK in the building. Oh my goodness.
Better luck next time.
Slugheads. All right. Down to 8 people on the board. Let's go. All right. And our next one to jump ship is Vic.
You are out of here.
Yeah, out of here, Vic. Man, thanks, man, for coming through, man. You know what, Vic, man? No great questions tonight, man. I don't know about that. I'm used to that. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it rolling and strolling. CMG. Please give him his exit. It's off the board, ladies and gentlemen. He over there making a video. Grid Tactic says, no pants, no service, no eShop card. Listen, Candy, if you still on there. Grid Tactics, man, dog, you are hilarious. Oh man. I'm gonna put J.R. Smith on there like that with his Cleveland jersey on. Are you streaming Splatoon live? I have to. My daughter won't let me. Butternogs 23 is out of here. Yeah, Geeky, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. My daughter's a senior this year. And she came to me over the summer. She said, Dad, I need to get this day off from school. So my daughter is taking the day off from school, off from work. She's going to get up early in the morning, go get her physical copy from GameStop, and she's going to play it all day long. I think she might have took the whole weekend off. She was like, this is all I'm doing. I can't be mad at her. So that should be quite quite an ordeal for her. But yeah, we'll definitely probably stream that live. That's gonna be, even if I just stream her playing live, it's gonna get streamed live for sure. But I will not be streaming the direct because I'll be in school. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to 5 people left. We got CT, Geeky still on here. That 90s won last week. So it's really down to 4. And look who's in the winner's circle. It's AST and Stevie M. Let's keep it going, people. Let's see who's up next to catch the flex. And it will be, oh, look at Geeky. God almighty. Golly. Geeky, you fought a good fight. But we're down to 3, even though it says 4, but you want more. No more. It's your boy, Gaming Dad. Let's see who's up next to catch the flex. Oh, my girl, AST. God almighty. She's out of here, ladies and gentlemen. She is out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to 2 people. Even though it's 3 on the board, 90s cannot win, but we leave him on the board purposely to see if he goes back to back, just for fun reasons. Let's see who's up next to catch that flex. Chi-Town can't win. And it's 90s, ladies and gentlemen. 90s Misfit, I went from last week, is off the board, and he is currently out of here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to it. AST says nothing can ruin today. Oh, listen, I'm so glad. I am so glad. Oh, Candy's comment came through. It says, go Geeky, but Geeky was off the board. He said, this wheel is rigged. Oh, my God. He said, Chicago can't win. Oh, man, not Chi-Town. Shy Breezy, taking it easy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Steve M was back in his winner's circle first. You know what, CT, is this your first time in the winner's circle? I do not know. But ladies and gentlemen, you know how we start our drum roll, please. Who's up next to catch the flex and get the dub tonight? It will be my man, Steve M with the W, ladies and gentlemen. Kids, give it up for Steve M. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve M is back in the winner's circle once again, my friend. Steve, man, don't forget, brother. Send me the message so I can give you your card. Look at that. Look at that. Congrats. That was in a congrats to Steve, man. Told y'all, insert crying Jordan meme. Oh, man, this is too funny. How you have on rotation like that? You just probably just be picking them left and right and read. That's boy, I tell you, Guerrilla Tactics, boy, you are one of a kind. All right, everybody showing congrats and love to Steve. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it through. The time is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I used to go 3 hours. I'm glad I went 2 tonight because your boy had a long day and I got a long morning tomorrow. I got to get up super early, like around 6, and I got to go drive to do a drug screen before I go off to school. God don't mind. It's not like waking up in the morning and watching another person pee in a cup. It's nothing like it. Steve M said, thanks, everyone. I'm glad Stevie got the dub. Don't forget, Steve, send me that message. Dave said, congrats to Steve. Geeky says, another great show. Thanks, Geeky. Guerrilla Tactics. Congrats. Man, Guerrilla Tactics, boy. Listen, you was pulling them out today, buddy. You is pulling them out today. I will say, man, Chicago Mirror is quite ugly. I'm sorry. She is. Congrats. That mirror is quite hideous. I said, ooh. I see her on TV. I was like, ooh. Oh, man. Well, listen, good people. Listen, well, you know what? We're going to do this again Monday. We did not stream Mario Kart. and that was kind of my fault. I just picked up another shift. It was like, I couldn't turn down that easy money. So we need to stream that sooner than later. I currently don't have nothing planned for Friday as of right now. I'm trying to keep it off, but you know what? My wife might hijack me, but I don't know, man. I get pulled in so many different directions. This is the second week of school, and I'm already ready to just lay it down and call it quits. Nah, I won't say that. I kind of like my job, to be honest. All right, good people. I won't hold y'all long. This is your boy Gave Me That. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. We will see y'all again next Monday, same time, same bat station, after I get myself all together so I can exit the show in true Gave Me That fashion. I say peace, love, and soul.